He says, oh, you're going to try to get in the way of me and those guys who came to your house? Listen, we're about to deal with you, Lot. Now this sounds like a jailbreak. This sounds like something that happens in jail. This is a normal society. It's like, okay, Lot, listen, we're going to let you go, but now, brother, you have to turn around in this thing. Okay, so now, what does the scripture say? Read.
This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. We will now deal worse, or now will we deal worse with thee.
Now they're looking to rape. They're looking to rape Lot. Now see why the pastors are not reading these scriptures. Why? 501c3. You cannot speak anything concerning homosexualities and be 501c3 exempt. They'll go after your money. They'll charge you with a hate crime. They'll throw you under the jail. And you know a lot of you are investing that money in all types of things. You are sold and bought. You should never try to go 501c3 and make an agreement with government if you're following the Most High. Christ says, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto the Most High what belongs to him. You can't make an agreement with Caesar and not pay the piper. Now, we're in a time in which the Most High said that they shall be married and given into marriage. The time in which homosexuality is something you need to talk about to show the end of the world, and yet you can't even go into it based on your tax status. When this is what you should be talking about. Christ was speaking about these things. Finish reading.
Now will we do.
And how do we know Christ was speaking about these things? Remember when Christ says, remember Lot's wife? Remember Lot's wife? When the Most High told Lot to get out of there, but Lot's wife's heart was still back in that old wicked city. And she turned to a pillar of salt. So Christ spoke of this. But yet your churches will not. Because they are not churches of the Most High. They're Roman temples. They're pagan temples. They're satanic temples. Worshipping the sun. Not the S-O-N. The S-U-N. Read on.
Now will we deal worse with thee.
They say now they're ready to deal with Lot. They're ready to rape Lot. Read.
Than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
So look at the spirit on these guys. They got tools. They trying to break the door. They coming in. And you know they were strong. They wasn't. See, a lot of you think that these homosexuals were the guy with a limp wrist. You saw mistaken. These guys they got biceps, chest hanging out, veins coming out of their neck. These are rough homosexuals here. So they coming for keeps. This is where you get the spirit of those jailhouse homosexuals at. Read on.
And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came there to break the door.
Go ahead.
Verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them.
So the angels moved Lot out of the way and did what?
And shut the door.
Read.
Verse 11. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness.
So they smoked those guys with blindness, which was on the stoop before Lot's house. Read.
Both small and great.
Now I'm going to show you how crazy these guys are. Listen to what they do next. Read.
So they wearied themselves to find the door.
So they was coming after them like this in the dark, blind, still trying to rape these guys. What type of spirit is on these guys? They're blind. That's enough to say, you know what? Okay, let me get home and get myself together. But no, they was going to do this thing blind. See, this is the spirit that brothers and sisters have to examine, that they don't speak about in mainstream society. These are they that hang out and you think they cool, but they're waiting for a chance to get next to your son or daughter. These are they, I'm telling you. Because they're not satisfied. They claim they just want to live and let live. They're not satisfied until They figure that the only way people will accept them is if they turn other people the way they are. Listen clearly. They're hanging out at your schools. They're inviting your children to certain parties. They're giving them certain literature to actually introduce them into that type of lifestyle. And see, this is what they do. They understand they understand what they can do if they can get someone to deal in that action first before they know what it feels to have a normal reaction to pleasure when it's time to marry. So they try to get them young and get them to have pleasure the wrong way, so that they can think that it's normal, it's right, when they've been introduced to it unfairly. They've been enticed to something that should not even been an option for them. Now listen to this clearly now. What's the next step here with these angels? We're in Genesis 19, read.
Verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides? Son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place.
He told them, listen, I'm telling you now, Lot, everything you have that you love, get them out of this place. Read. Why?
Verse 13. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Most High.
He says we're going to destroy this place, because the cry of the people that was forced into this have went up into the Most High. It's people, let me tell you, it's a homosexual onslaught on society. This is not a person people just want to live or let live, because they've been living their lifestyle like that in the closet for the longest. No one was bothering them. This is actually them imposing their lifestyles on everyone else. That's what this is about. This ain't about them, because who's been stopping them from being homosexuals? So somebody is letting them loose. Some spirit is letting them loose on society, and I'm going to go into that in a moment. Read on.
Verse 13. For we will destroy this place.
Go ahead.
Because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of the Most High. And the Most High have sent us to destroy it.
And he says the Most High have sent us to destroy it. Go down to the part where what happened with the Most High. I mean, when the Most High judged it.
Verse 15.
Read.
And when the morning arose, the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city.
He says, if you don't leave out, you're going to die with the sins of the city. Sound familiar? Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins and receive not of her plagues. Sound familiar, don't it? Read.
Verse 16. And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters, and the Most High being merciful unto him. And they brought him forth, and sent him up without the city. And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, O not so, my Lord. Behold, thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life.
Go ahead.
And I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing also, that I will not overthrow this city, for the which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. Verse 24. Then the Most High rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire.
Read it again.
Then the Most High rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire.
Then the Most High rained down on Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire. Read. So why did the Most High do this? If everyone should accept everyone's lifestyle and it's normal and it's regular and people are born this way, why did the Most High destroy it? Now, if you notice, the majority of people that's dealing with that lifestyle also are operating in the same spirit as atheists. You notice that? That they question the validity of the Bible just like atheists? To hide their sin? There's more. Read.
Then the Most High rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Most High out of heaven, and he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the cities and that which grew upon the ground. But his wife looked back from behind. And his wife looked back. Her heart was still there. Read. And she became a pillar of salt.
She became a pillar of salt. And if you look at the Bible dictionary, when it shows you Sodom and Gomorrah, her pillar of salt where she stands is there to this day. You have the Bible dictionary on you?
Check.
Let's check and see if we have it on us. The Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Till this day, you're going to tell me the Bible is not real. Till this day, she stands as a pillar of salt, as an example of what happened during the time of Sodom and Gomorrah. Let's get it real quick. The water, brother. I appreciate it. Let's get it here. Hold that. The water. Yeah, read it.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 6.
Read.
When the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man, who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities, of whose wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony, and plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul.
So the Apocrypha tells us that it's a monument for us till this day that you can actually go see yourself. Now, in the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, it shows us a pillar of salt on Jebel Asdun, the hill of Sodom. And as you can see, brothers and sisters, this is something totally independent from the mountain it's on. It's like it grew out of the earth itself. That's Lot's wife. There she is. She's a monument till this day. As you can see, this is not part of the normal mountain landscape. They're hiding the true spirit of homosexuality, and they hate the Most High for not accepting that. Why? Because it's the spirit of Satan and he's not accepted. There's more. There's more. Go to Romans 1, and I need you to get the book of Jude when it says going after strange flesh.
Jude chapter 1, verse 7.
Go ahead.
Even as Sodom and Gomorrah and the cities about them in like manner, giving themselves over to fornication.
Giving themselves over to fornication, which is